Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Oh, today, you know where we're going? We're going to a ghost tour. So, I want to see if we could catch something. Come on. Like, this is Chicago, and, so, see like the buildings and stuff.
Yeah, I'll take
And I will see you. Hold on. I will see you in the next. I will see you. Well, guys, we're back, guys. Yeah. So right now we're doing. If you guys can hear me, right now we're just waiting some more people to do the tour. Yeah. I will tell you when we get there, guys. See.
Hundreds of bones, okay? So the reason why there was this big hole full of bones is when the citizens came from the Loop area to come here, they were pretty perturbed of having graves so close to the water supply. So they had to move them. Now this Distance Herman project started from 1868 to 1880, okay? Now guess how many men it took to complete this project? Anybody? How many? 1,000?
50.
Anybody else got a guess? 10.
I'm closer.
10 men for thousands of bodies of cholera victims, Civil War soldiers, smallpox, scarlet fever, all those kind of things, okay? Now, the bodies were moved here in this area does not mean the essence is missing from that area. So, people like John Dillinger lived in an apartment building that was constructed here. They would have lots of complaints of floorboards creaking, footsteps, moans that were not coming from the pipes, slamming doors, okay? Eventually they tore this building down, and this is why it's pretty park here today. Okay? Now, as far as the legend up here to haunt this park, one is of a little girl in a white dress haunts a certain area. People hang out in this park today. And that's the legend when the apartment building did stand here. There was a vampire here in Lincoln Park. Now, a lady's husband went missing one hot summer afternoon and didn't come back for 2 days. So the neighborhood kids in the building says, okay, we're gonna try to find him. And then the legend started, there was a vampire lurking around the apartment building. So they went to Calvin's tomb where they say where he sleeps, quote unquote. Vampires sleep underground in graves. They then turned up near Calvin's tomb. Okay. Now, as I said, a lot of people hang out in this park. A lot of the ball students like to come here and party late at night. And one particular evening, about 5 years ago, some kids had their party documented. They recorded it. Okay, one of the kids went back, replayed what they experienced that night. Had a lot of eerie voices that were not part of the group.
Don't be afraid.
Now we're gonna go to our first stop, the Tonic Room. Any questions so far? Okay. There is
What you on the boy?
west of here. They also did some digging in the 80s. They found 36,000 bodies in one hole. And now the city has a
we
law.
passed that on our way. Well, what used
Pardon?
to be.
Ooh.
Yeah, we passed right.
Where Reed Dunning is?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the city has a law now, so a lot of the buildings that are constructed here now, when you unearth a body, you have to put it back. They don't know what to do with it. So it keeps a lot of unrest going on with them. The pub area was a popular neighborhood for the Northside Gang, Irish Mob. And also above, the upper level was a brothel. Okay? Now there's room like that.
Everything you say is great.
Thank you so much. Enjoy your smoothie.
Thank you, man.
The brothel part or what?
Okay, I was just noticing this light. It just,
Shut up on us?
yeah, as soon as I start speaking about this article. Okay, that's how there was a brothel that, the upper level of the parking. There's also rumors that it served as a meetup place for an Egyptian cult called Order of the Golden Dawn. Okay? Now, some of the members included WBD, Jonathan Crowley, what those years. It's like one of the top cultures in the 20th century and still is today. Guy in 1937, people still study his work, including a lot of famous musicians and artists. The guy was pretty weird. Have you heard of Loch Ness Monster? Okay, now during that time, got sand imported onto the terrace while he did this huge spell, just so he could see the footprints of every demon he conjured. Now the circle, once you complete the spell, because if you don't, a lot of nasty things can happen. Now they say because it goes in circle, the Loch Ness Monster is the result. Now back to the Order of the Golden Dawn. There's also a rumor that a woman was murdered ritualistically by having her heart cut out in order to serve the gods of this cult. Now in 1969, the woman was destroyed by a man named Frederick Ortega. Now he came from the Santeria religion, which is a derivative of Buddhism. Okay, but he himself, as he got older, he considered himself an old witch in the old religion, which means there's no white or black magic. It's just nature. Things are as they are. Now, open the skies. Now he was selling togas, jetstones, cement. Now he was going well until about 1973 when Exorcist came out. Now during that time, he had a pentagram painted on the sidewalk in front of the store. So when people would walk past the store, they'd walk around the pentagram, cross the street, do the cross. Even dogs would not go across the pentagram. Okay. Now he got chased out of town and he abandoned the store. He started throwing dead cats into his window. The current owners, they found a lot of hieroglyphs in the basement of the area. A lot of incense, a lot of the material was still left there. So they got rid of that. In the basement, they installed a bathroom and storage for kegs and things of that nature. Now they were starting to dig in the walls, I guess, to install some pipes. And they pulled out a rusty dagger. They said, "Oh, cool, this is cool, it's an artifact, Let's just take it out and display it on the bar." Bad idea. A lot of things happened. A lot of patrons would complain about being seized by a really massive chill that they couldn't even speak, basically, okay? Seeing misty, foggy figures in the bar area that you can put your hands through, things of that sort. Now, one gentleman named James Spencer, who was a regular at the bar, got really drunk one night, decided to go to the bathroom downstairs because he wanted to occupy. Now he goes downstairs, there are light bulbs that hang in the basement area. Now he sees one is on dimmed, one is on, a third one in the back was just flickering. Now he was mesmerized quickly, and all of a sudden, I guess so. Right, you hear the sense here. Now, as he's looking at this dimming light, he starts to see a figure of a woman in a white, tattered gown with a part of her chest missing, a ragged hole. Eyes wide, skin drained of all her blood. Now he's hit with that seizing chill, and he falls to his feet paralyzed. After that, about a few minutes go by, the door opens, he said, "Let's put the dagger back in the wall, in the basement where we found it." And that's what they did. Now, to this day, I don't know when they're going to open up the dead, but the dagger is still in the basement of this bar. If the actual owner is there, they let you take a peek into it. That's how they do it. They actually really these guys when the revolution was here, Jeff. That's before COVID hit, so yeah, they're huge Prince fans in there. Now we're gonna go this way. We're gonna talk how mental people were treated, homeless people were treated back in the 1800s. You guys have any questions so far? Nothing?
Nothing. Goes. I'm gonna play that video maybe.
Now, this was a building called Hobbs Institute for the Insane. Okay, it was made of rotted wood. A lot of moans, yells, screaming, and torture came from this building. So people literally tried to avoid it as much as they could before they killed them. Okay, food was basically unedible. Needle field, weevils, all types of things in the food. Treatment back then was pretty much staff would just say, "Okay, let me just beat you up, do better." Just really sick clinical treatment. Okay. Now, as far as the hauntings go in this area, back then as well, there was this place in Skyscraper.
So like effective.
Now back then as well, mental institutions just being unsavory wives, because back then was very patriarchal society, so men ruled all. So say your wife wasn't keeping up with her duties, her wife you end up in a place like this. Now that story goes to a woman named Mary body call. Okay. Now Mary Caldwell was committed here because her husband committed adultery. So Mary goes in, kicking and screaming, there's nothing wrong with me, this is absurd, I'm not supposed to be here. Now eventually, her she became insane based off, her heartbreak, and she began to not eat, and she went to the okay? Now, one of the staff members decided, okay, we gotta get Mary back in shape. So they had the bright idea to take a rusted tin tub, fill it with brackish water and ice blocks. They grab Mary as she's kicking, screaming, clawing at them, biting at them, and they force her in the tub. So that's an enormous tree that fills the entire floor of the building. Okay?
So say you can have a woman. Why you?
He was killed right outside the Apollo Theater, I think. Yeah.
Clothing, his hat, everything, okay? Now they take his body and they take him to the morgue, the county morgue, for everyone to see. Now there's it's going off, spiking?
It did only a little earlier.
Okay.
But I wasn't sure if it was anything with my phone because I was
What? So he could not be caught again, and it almost killed him. So now they have to exhume his body, his relatives, to say, okay, maybe that wasn't the John Dillinger who was shot. Maybe it was some innocent guy. You just pass it off just to get the, accolades and recognition.
It's going on.
Okay. Spiking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did it go red yet?
Yeah.
No, was it? I didn't see the red, but I saw.
Oh no.
I saw the second
No.
one. So.
Okay, he's getting proof. He's recording it.
Okay, yeah. Dillinger was pretty much a Robin Hood as well. He was a very well-liked individual in the community. Even the guy he assaulted, one of his first crimes, he assaulted a grocer named F.B. Morgan, hit him over the head with the gun went off, and he went to jail for about 9 years. And the entire town of Crown Point, the city, petitioned for him to be released, including the grocer he assaulted and robbed. So that's charisma. All right?
He's a smooth guy.
Yeah, he was very smooth, and there's a lot of mythology about him as well. So I don't know if they still have a lot of his items, including the gun he whittled out of a washboard to escape prison for killing that sheriff. So I don't know where that is now. It was in Indianapolis, I believe, at a museum. So I'm sure it moved.
I definitely did though.
Oh yeah, take a look. Can you check this out real quick? Thanks, buddy. Okay. So as you see, if you really look at these pictures, they look so it's kind of different, right?
Yeah.
The nose is different. Yeah, it's a little structural difference in these photos. So if you want to take a look before we go to our next stop, feel free. Yeah, you can walk that way too, because usually it spikes a lot in that area too.
Yeah.
You guys need me to move anything? I can move stuff. No, we're about to. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. No problem. Thank you.
Let's see.
So you guys are doing a mural for him? Yeah.
This is actually the finished product.
Right.
Can you want us right now?
Yeah.
Can you make that move, please?
Anniversary of his death. Right. I'm gonna do it on daily. So he's packed over here, man. Yeah. He's packed over here. A lot of investigators are gonna come by too and try to.
Yeah. I mean, the guy's well known like Al Capone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chicago legend.
He was a little more cooler than Capone.
Yeah.
Scarface was.
He was next level, but this guy was up there. You know?
Yeah. All right. Thanks for your time, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just turned 20. It did. We have a lot of elections for what do we do with this? Where's the girl, man? No, it's supposed to be alright.
Can you rent the bike?
Oh, this way, yeah.
you having a good time, Tyler?
Yeah.
A lot of places you want to come to visit?
Yeah. I didn't actually want to watch it, but oh, there we go again. Hey,
Huh?
it's happening again.
Went to red?
No, not red, the green. No, I mean it turned to
The middle one?
yeah.
Oh, I'm the one holding it. I'm not paying attention.
There's like a lot of haunted places here. I know. We need to go here sometime. We need to go some here sometime, or one of these places maybe, or. I like this tour so far.
Yeah. Oh, good.
I mean, usually I'm not very interested for tours, but something like this, I'm doing this again. I wish we could. Right. I hope like it's a great place and like or like the. It's Chicago. Wait. Three homes Chicago. Three homes Chicago. Three homes Chicago. Oh, Dad. That look. That's looks fancy.
Oh, yeah. We need help with the snake. It's more so like. Don't check it out because when you check it, it's fun. Like 3 months.
But I don't think he. I don't know.
Don't check. Do you want it? No. Yeah. Get enough animals at the house. You need another one.
You want to go first now? Do you want to wear us right now?
Thinking of doing it. I got this truck and then it's on plastic.
Wait. Wait. Not mine. Oh, I was. Oh, look. So I have a video to send. Look.
Okay, this is the old John Barleycorn, a really popular club bar back in 2000. They closed in 2015. Now this building was built in 1890. It originally served as a Chinese laundromat. It was also a front during Prohibition for a bar. Okay. Now the guy that owned it during that time was an Irishman who moonlit as a cop as well. Now the windows were boarded up. The way they would get the booze inside was they would have carts with laundry with the booze in. Now, John Dillinger also visited this area when it was a prohibition bar, probably using money he robbed from the bank to buy rounds of drinks, okay? Now, it was taken over in 1963 and became John Barleycorn by Eric Van Gelder, who was a Dutch immigrant. Now, he named it John Barleycorn because that was the personification of whiskey during Prohibition in 1920. So a lot of people will have mock funerals when alcohol was banned for John Barleycorn. Now, he was also obsessed with a lot of nautical things. He wanted this to be like a English two-door pub. As you can see the design, if you ever been to London, a lot of pubs look like this. And he wanted it to be like London, where basically in the 19th century, being drunk was just normal. So that's what he wanted, okay? Now after he died, John Barleycorn was taken over by a man named Sam Sanchez in '83, and he owned it up until it closed. Now, as far as the hauntings, especially when Sam took over, a lot of people started to notice some odd things. Now, he renovated the bar. He put a mirror behind the bar area, so patients could see themselves, ladies checking themselves out, tripping or whatever. Now, a lot of women would claim to see a gentleman in this mirror, and he was outdatedly dressed, pinstripe suit, beard and curls, kind of scruffy, and he's always seen when there's a lot of music and happiness going on, laughing in this mirror. Now, when a woman would take notice of him, and he notices that she sees him, he would stick his finger up to tell her, quiet, hush, okay? Now, there's also an incident where a lot of bartenders will claim their drinks will be thrown off the shelves, bottles, shot glasses thrown off, and also there was a story about a moose head. And no one knows where the moose head came from on the wall. But one day there was a regular night, and moose head shot off the wall. Okay. Now the building closed down, as I said, in 2015. There have been a lot of people that wanted to buy this building. Now she went inside to check the building out. The realtor stayed outside. The woman came out very upset, freaked out, got in their car, drove away, never came back, never, nothing. And as you can see, this building still is vacant, okay? There's also rumors of a gentleman in a black suit that is also seen, okay? Right. Yeah, put your light on too. Yeah.
Oh.
3 people actually live in
This I don't touch that.
Yeah, like I've never seen lights on only on this side, on the back side.
I always say orbs, I think.
You guys.
It's just something. It's like something with a machine. Not a machine, more like a.
See someone?
What's it called?
Man, I'll just take some photos. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Oh, and
One night I was telling the same story I told you guys, and I'm standing down the door.
I'm not even sure what I'm seeing.
On the door.
you have to see. You have to seeing.
That's why I got away from it.
Oh, see anything, I think.
Man?
Yeah, you got anything? You ordered to cut a couple like quick shots?
Well, I haven't seen anything with the video. Anything. No orbs or anything. Or whatever. Huh? Anyway.
There's also a video on YouTube. Some investigators came about maybe 9 months ago and did some investigations in this club, and it's really interesting.
Don't I mean, I enjoy this.
I don't know. It also depends on how much time we take as well, so.
So, orbs.
Oh. Away from it. I'm responsible for you guys.
Oh, and you say, oh, orbs are dust. All of the, and you complain, oh, hey, is this the Musa Man? Is it the one with the man? No, it's not. Oh, and you can say, orbs are dust. Yeah. See, he said orbs. You see orbs?
Okay. To me, until I see one, turn into morph into something that it wasn't to start with, then I'll believe that one.
This bar here is called King of Cups. Now, a lot of times, if I don't have an extended tour, I would come here to get a shot before I went on my lift or whatever. Now, one particular night, I came inside. I ordered, and as he's preparing the shot, I go to the restroom. Now, I'm in the restroom, and it's a very narrow restroom. So, let's say a stall here, and then behind you is a sink. On the side of the sink is a door, and there's another stall right there where the door is. So it's a pretty tight area. So I'm doing my business, and all of a sudden I hear the doorknob click. So I turn around, and all of a sudden it just flies open. Hits me in the back. I turn around like ready to fight. No one's there. Like, okay. So I know what to do. He's like, "What you see?" I'm like, "Well, someone's stepping in the women's bathroom." I said, "Well, apparently happens in the men's too." I said, "You gotta tell me something. You gotta tell me something." And he finally did. He said, "Well, there's a ghost called Jinx, and he's very aggressive." And he said, "You know what?" He said, "Actually, I'll just look this up." He wrote it down on a card. King of Cups YouTube. I looked it up. King of Cups Chicago YouTube. Looked it up. It's very, very intense. Okay, very aggressive spirits in there. They move things. They said
It's like poker guys.
the owner, his name is Dino. He owns a speakeasy and
Poker guys.
It's really cool. They also do like really cool pop-up bars, like So if you ever want to check it out, they have really good mixed cocktails. Okay. Yeah, but tarot card readings too in there. So.
You guys are ready?
Hey, let's go.
He told us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's go for the bathroom.
Underage.
I had the bathroom.
Technically, you shouldn't even be
I had the bathroom.
setting foot.
I
Yeah. Foot in the.
Wait,
I need the full experience of this tour.
Yeah.
I know, that's what I was like thinking.
So is it like a
So we're going into the building? I'm like,
So is it like poltergeist or something?
that would be cool. I need to find out. But finally, we're
So it's just like,
inside the
so like,
building.
I'm considering it might be poltergeist, probably. You know how sometimes I move stuff around, and it might be
How much
poltergeist.
to give the tour inside these advantages?
I mean, I want to do those things. I mean,
I don't have any desire.
we need to do. Hey, we need to. Oh, look.
Oh,
See, told you.
okay.
What's that from?
I have no
I know
idea.
you do anything with it, or
Who knows? I mean, there's just a lot of stuff going on. A lot of activity just in general.
this is just weird. Look.
What do you got?
Oh, come. See, and this is like. Oh. It has to win it again, and he has to start.
Not EDP, EMF. Yeah.
Look. Oh.
Electromagnetic, what is it, field meter.
You work.
Oh, you work in cable now. What? That one?
Yep.
Oh, he has 2 of them, but they can't find them.
What?
Why is it stationary? Right.
Nope.
You can try to pay attention to that, and this is where we go to our next stop, okay?
Oh.
Maybe you'll get something.
We going
Maybe
in the
you
park?
actually see her. I don't know.
You want to play? Oh, doing it. There's somebody there. That's not pipe, so maybe just do it. What's that?
Yeah. Wow.
It's just wet.
Okay, but we
You
need
are
to cross the
moving.
street though, regardless of. We do have to cross. No, let's stay in the middle of the street.
EMF reader and walk around. I'll show you which one. Okay.
Oh. It's just. Oh.
My lightning bug isn't flying away from me. Oh, he likes you.
It's wet. I was wet.
Take me with you. Yeah.
It might be just probably the lights, maybe, or the.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of lights and everything.
Alright guys, this is Oz Park. This park is basically paying homage to L. Frank Baum, who wrote The Wizard of Oz. He actually lived in this neighborhood. He actually wrote The Wizard of Oz in Humboldt Park, which is a neighborhood in the west side of Chicago. Okay.
We know.
Now, oh, you know?
We live in Belmont Cragen.
Oh, really? Did you see there been the Yellow Brick Road around his apartment and where he wrote the story?
I think I've heard about it.
There, yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, this park was commissioned to pay homage to him in 1969, if I'm not mistaken. Before that, this park was a lot of bad things happening here. This was just an area you didn't want to come to, especially late at night. Okay. So now they made it a pretty area, and it's a little more patrolled and a little more safe than it used to be. Okay. Also, this is not anything haunting, but you've ever heard of the Tylenol murders?
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
Jim and Leanne Lewis, they lived about a mile west of
No.
me. Pretty creepy story. A lot of people got really, really sick.
So it's not, so those are
You guys ever heard
ghosts or
that
something?
story? That's why we
Hey,
open medicine
it's on my
cabinets so
steel
that
box,
people
actually,
know.
maybe.
Okay, these people
Oh
live
yeah,
in
it's in my pocket
cyanide
right here.
into this
Good,
stuff,
hold
man.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, actually hold
Now,
that.
as far as
I'm
the
doing my
hauntings
blue box
go,
actually.
there are a lot of eerie things that happen here late at night.
Give me
Apparently,
your
those
phone
that
so I can
besides
hear
this
that
park
because you got so
have
much stuff going on.
Yeah, it's in my pocket right
Okay, a
here.
lot of people say when
Yeah.
they're standing here on the sidewalk, facing behind, like I'm facing now, they hear the 10-man shift. It's like in a movie. Okay. Where Toto is, he's near Dorothy, and this further down this way, they hear him barking far, far away when they're walking by. Okay. Now, as far as the spirit, they say animates this.
Oh, yeah,
In the 90s, there was a really ghastly murder. A young lady was jogging there in the park late at night and was strangled to death. Okay. Now, a lot of people hear a really muffled scream, as I guess as a guy went to grab her and kill her. Now, people claim to see late at night a woman running around the park, full body apparition. She looks real. Only the odd thing about it is she asks for directions out the park,
No.
and her voice
keeps
sounds
on-
really
just
far
keeps on
away.
going?
This way, she runs and disappears. Now, when I was training for this job, me and another guy, we were standing and I was having my test, and I was telling the same story. As soon as I finished the story about her, a woman ran in front of us, and we just like stuck, like, okay. And her name was at that point. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sure you can't get anything like that right now, but I did. There's another video of a trainee who caught a shadow person near where the scarecrow is. If you're interested, I'll give you that. I'll try to find it and give you the video. It's really creepy. You see him by the tree, and then as she's walking, it would be like ducks. And you go around the side of the tree, and there's no one there.
Video.
Now onto the extended stop. We're going to cross this street, cross this one, and we're going to take focus on these buildings right here.
Yep. Do you want what else right now?
This is a very tricky street. I almost got chills in it. Not knowing what
I thought we don't actually go in.
Now this building is now a condominium building. Okay, this was once called Grant Park Hospital. Sorry. And when there was a huge cholera outbreak in the 1860s, and this was like the hub for all the patients. They wanted to isolate them, just like, putting people in one space to contain the disease.
Oh, I thought that's the. Oh, I thought that's the hospital. I thought.
We're just gonna walk and talk, okay?
Okay.
Now there are a lot of residents here complain about a lot of hauntings, typical things, seeing apparitions in the halls, knocks on the door, no one's there. The two very, very active ghosts in these buildings. One is of a little boy who died of cholera back in the 1800s. Now he can freak you out. It gives me chills even talking about it. So when it snows here, you can see little footprints running in front of you a lot of nights as you're walking by this building. Also, when the heat's on the building and it's really cold, little handprints, a lot of times seen on the windows here. Now the most scariest ghost in this building is of a Civil War soldier who died of cholera. Now, it's so weird. They say they see him in the building, in the hallways, and he has on his gear. And it's like one of those things that you're like a moth to a flame, you're drawn to it. He has this kind of eerie power that makes you come closer to him. And as you're coming closer to him, you start to see that his eyes are bleeding. Say hello and disappears. So that freaks a lot of people
Okay,
out
that
there.
one goosebumps.
Yeah,
you
that-
got me.
Yeah.
You got me there.
Once again, do a lot of people look like they live here? Huh? There's not a lot of lights on.
Oh.
Maybe they're all over there.
I guess.
And maybe, yeah, maybe the
'cause
sleeping
it's
maybe.
They built over it, of course. That's
Yeah, the one with the boy.
Come play with me.
right across the street here. It's, I'm going to show you. It's one of my favorite
Now,
haunted areas.
how do you know it's a ghost or just a real person? What? Come play with me.
If you see,
Come with me.
eyes are bleeding.
Yeah, it's too much.
Kind of, yes.
That'd be creepy. But if you actually see it in person, like, that'd be kind of weird. And maybe that little boy might say, "Come play with me, come on." No.
Now, this is
Like
the
before
original
movies,
cobblestone from that time, as you can see. Most of it, if you crack the streets, you'll still see it
still
under.
see it under.
Yeah, it's amazing how they conserve that. For this house, I'm going to
This
tell
is-
you
Oh.
story. We're hunting here, and this area.
I hope my mic has something maybe on video maybe.
Has anyone ever seen this house in a magazine, HDTV at all, ever?
No, I don't. You
This
so
house was built in,
you
late
you so
1950s by the Swedish consulate.
go online. Okay.
Very story about this house. Now, there was a little girl named Mary Forster.
Play with me.
This is spread all the way out here.
Mhm.
There was a lot of people had to abandon their homes. There was a lot of looting. There was a lot of just chaos in the streets, kind of like what happened about a month or so ago, the looting and everything. Now, Mary Forrester, when the fire started to spread, her family had to evacuate the home. Now, as they were leaving, Mary decided, oh my God, I forgot my cat, my cat, my cat. She ran back to the house to try to find the cat and perished in the flames, okay? Now, the story goes that a lot of times this area, people see a little girl wandering around that is lost,
That's like cat.
looking for her parents, okay? They also see a black and white cat that hangs around the
you kill
house
two. I mean,
and disappears, okay? Now, that's not
didn't
the only
say it.
thing.
I mean,
Recently,
that's
there was a
enough.
guy who complained
That's
about a
all.
lot of noise
It's the same thing.
in this area and called the cops. He told the cops that he heard people saying whiskey for all, just a lot of boisterous noises. Now, I don't know anybody in this area. This is college town. I don't know a lot of young kids that like to drink whiskey. Now, during that time, that was the only booze really available, you know. So the cops came, no one was here. So a lot of people do hear a lot of partying going on that they say are disembodied voices of people who perished in the Chicago fire. More interested in getting drunk than escaping. Okay? You can feel free to take any pictures. You may get something.
Huh.
But of course, the house was one of the only houses, oddly enough, not touched by the flames, by the British. So a lot of people in this neighborhood, and they cherish the house. For that reason, it's a piece of history for Lincoln Park.
Was it renovated by the
Yes, yes. Of course, kept up, updated, that kind of thing, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, it's, I didn't know this upstairs.
I see like that. Ready, sir?
Yeah.
All right.
Not far, so not so far. Not go so far. I don't know. Yeah, maybe we could go fast. Huh? What? He's right there. Hey, wait. What are you doing? Huh. Hey, what's this? Oh, we're waiting for it. Oh. Cookies.
Come play with me.
actually managed to see that,
I
and
wonder if I have that picture on my phone of the
that'd be actually
of the,
creepy.
sh- of
Yeah.
the shadow figure.
Oh, Nitro, you that's fake.
However, I haven't been able to duplicate that ever since then at all. It's weird.
Maybe.
Yeah,
We're gonna print it?
it's kind of weird.
Um,
No, because okay, sometimes watching TV or whatever,
mhm.
and it's in my bedroom, you see the black like
Mask or
we have
movements.
cats that are black. She wasn't there. So I
Keep going, Helen.
black figure is standing here like this, but I'm like, oh, they were kind of like, no, I can't do that. Some kind of weird effect with the camera or whatever.
You know what?
I haven't been able to duplicate that exact same
So
thing.
you guys want to do the Weekend Part 2 Hunting Stories first, or St. Valentine's Day Massacre?
Tyler, you
It's
decide.
up to you.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to do zoos? The zoo first, or do you want to do St. Valentine's Day Massacre?
Whatever.
About the zoo one.
Zoo first.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Zoo
zoo.
first.
Wait, so it's haunted too? Zoo?
Oh, maybe.
Oh. Hey, we see a lion ghost. Or like tiger.
A lion ghost?
Yep. I don't get how is that keep chasing when the
I don't know. If we go by the exact same area we were stepping, and see if they're just happy with us.
I-90 is closed. I don't know if they take that.
No, I'm not thinking that.
I'm gonna look on my phone because we take I-90.
hey
No, eventually I'm just gonna
hey
try a different way. I'm gonna get off a link
Hey.
and take whatever to
somehow we need
something else and get back on Irving Park.
hey somehow we need
Okay.
somehow explore one of the places over here or in Santiago. So maybe it was a ghost or something. It's actually going. It was like totally like kind of long, but I like that
Yeah.
because so you could like really like more like how many are there left for?
I don't know. No clue. We said that, okay, originally the original part was about 1 mile walk. The extended is another mile.
Oh, look, doing it again.
Oh.
Not that it was consistent or anything, but it was like
It was just over and over.
So is it ghost?
No,
Aww.
I don't know, man. If we go back to the same spot and it does it over there again, then let's go. Okay.
Ooh. Is this the same place we went to for the
Yeah.
first time? Oh. Maybe you could see the ghost, the one with the lights or something. You know, it used to be. You said that the owner was supposed to be like a really bad guy. Remember, he said. So far, I like this too. I mean, so we hit. I want to see if we could maybe explore these like places, maybe or.
Yeah. Yeah, remember, most of these spots are private property, so.
I mean, maybe the. Oh wait, sorry for that. Well, maybe I'm come to one. Maybe
Well,
go to the bar and
Oh,
go to the
well,
bathroom.
that's a different story.
Yeah.
You just go to the bar to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll do it. You probably have to buy a drink, at least buy a drink first.
Why? Oh, this time it's just all night to the bathroom. And then kind of like remember.
Hey, Stan, how'd you get the day off from working? Huh? How'd you get the day off from working?
No, I had I put in paperwork for FMLA. Help Mama out. Oh, okay. Because she's got surgery on the 3rd.
Right.
But I put it in
Da da da
2 months
da
ago.
da 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 da.
She showed me her knee. But that's it.
Okay, I got a zoo. I wish it was like December with the zoo lights and you would see everything lit up. There are hundreds of hauntings in Lincoln Park Zoo because once again it was built over cemetery. Okay, I had the opportunity to work with one of the top paranormal investigators in the country. Our investigation was pretty groundbreaking as far as what happens here in Lincoln Park Zoo, primarily with the farmhouse. Now, when they built the zoo in the late 1860s, they wanted to build an architectural exhibit for kids, city kids, so they know what it was like to live on a farm. Okay. Of course, they had no one to claim these bodies, so they put them back, which is always a big mistake. Now, when Ursula went inside and did some EVP recordings and some things of that sort, there were a lot of people talking. She had a ghost box as well, which has radio frequencies, and you can hear in real time a spirit talking. And now there's one head honcho ghost in the barn who does not like visitors, and it's a woman. She's very aggressive. Okay, she's known to drain the any of your devices that you use to try to capture any spirit activity in this building. Everyone else is pretty much subservient under her because they just chatter amongst themselves. I think they're more residual spirits and intelligent. Now, residual spirit means basically you died and you're still living out your life as
Well,
Battery just dead?
No, it's not dead.
Know they're dead,
There's nothing
and
in
they're
here.
usually angry for one reason or another, and they say this woman is one of those.
There's nothing in the display.
Now, there's also a very
No, it can't be
spirit that I
dead.
believe is residual. A Victorian lady. She's known to hang out mainly in the lion house, the big cat area.
I don't know, this is
She's
dead.
primarily obsessed with the
That's
leopard.
what I'm thinking.
Now she's
I heard something.
seen a lot, especially when it's busy and people take notice of her, but she doesn't notice anyone else. She just stands
Okay,
there
now you-
solemnly staring
or-
at the leopards with a slight smirk on her face. Now she also hunts the women's bathroom. Now
Thank
they
you,
have
Aaron.
mirrors on either side of the bathroom, the bathroom sinks. So if you're standing here and looking in the mirror, you can see behind you what looks like an infinity of mirrors. And she's also known to be seen behind women as it freaks them out quite frequently. Okay. Another story goes.
Yeah?
Guy
Or we
recently
here?
was Hudson Wallace
Oh.
here, Lear Fisher. Now, when he retired, he had his office right near the apes exhibit, and he loved the gorillas and apes so much, so that's where he wanted his office. Now, after he retired, they built over his office and put another exhibit there. And now people still say that a lot of the workers there still smell his pipe smoke in the area and have images of his hat hanging on a hook as if where his office used to be. Okay. Now they asked him about this, like, oh, why do you think that is? He said, you know, when I left, I always thought I left a part of myself in that building. So that's even deeper thing is how far these paranormal experiences can go. Okay. Now that's pretty much just the main hauntings of this area. But if you've ever been to Lincoln Park Zoo, it's a really dark, ominous feeling there. The animals are very sluggish acting. They're a little sadder than the animals at Brookfield Zoo. And I don't know if that's because the hauntings there or if that's just because of the way they're treated. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, that's Lincoln Park Zoo. Now, St. Valentine's Day Massacre site, which unfortunately was torn down in 1965 because Chicago did not want the world to know us as being this murderous place. Which,
Oh, no.
We are.
of course, no.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do to cover it up.
Huh? No, Ethan?
I couldn't even turn this off, so I pulled the battery out just to shut it off.
Is it rain? It's all rain.
It's like something, but I'm looking up, there's not a cloud in the sky, so it's probably
Oh
maybe
yeah, I was gonna tell you guys to be quiet.
something off the,
Alright.
tripping off the building.
Let's have be quiet just now. There's other. Okay, so.
Please keep dogs off grass. I want them to grass.
He's supposed to be quiet.
But he's had to be quiet because he doesn't want us to like get bugs and hop up him.
Maybe I might catch something.
They reconstructed piece by piece, highlighting every bullet hole, okay?
Okay. Whoa. Goes. And maybe there might be something down that aisle, like that area.
The alley?
Yeah, that alley. You don't know, maybe. You know, a lot of alleys sometimes they have like ghosts or something, or
All alleys
Wait.
are spooky in the city.
so. Also, most most alleys might have like bad guys. So, you know, in movies and TV shows, they have like when you go like alley, there's like sometimes there's like bad guys, like with like those like do bad stuff, like. Wait, is that definitely going?
I don't know. I'm not sure about that. No.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. That's me.
Looking with your head.
Just can't wait to see if goes
Oh, yeah, because one week I had a day off, and Mom kept complaining that she couldn't go out her leg. Well, Sunday, she actually sat down, lifted up her pant, and she was complaining about her knees. That's
na 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 na. Wait, is this the back? Is this the back part of Chicago?
No,
No,
just
no.
limping.
Oh, yeah.
She's just limping and everything. What do you mean you want? What, is it bothering you? She's like, yes. It's just my head. All this stuff happened a long time ago, guys.
Did I see it going a little?
Maybe, but
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy yapping.
No, we can't get over there. Okay, sorry. This is the site of the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, a very iconic point in Chicago history. February 14th, 1929, there was a huge rivalry with the North Side Gang and the South Side Gang. North Side was Bugs Moran, South Side, Al Capone, Scarface is what they called him. Now, Capone wanted this area because of how prevalent it was becoming as the Lincoln Park was building up, you know, becoming a really important neighborhood in Chicago. So he decided to set up Bugs Moran and his crew. Now Bugs had a trucking company here, SMC Trucking, and basically Capone had the bright idea to have two men dressed as cops and then two plainclothes detectives. Now they came inside the trucking company, Bugs' crew was there, about 5 guys, and they decided, okay, this is a shakedown. We want to see if you have anything illegal, any illegal booze, drugs. Had them lined up, they had them face their faces against this brick wall. They frisked them for all their guns, everything, and they just started to let out shots. Okay, 70 rounds to be exact. It's probably over 200 shots. Okay. Now, 2 of the guys lived, one for 3 hours. He would not speak about what happened, and one guy died after. He was still alive after they shot him, but they heard him breathing, and point blank range shot him in the head. Okay. Only real witness was the German Shepherd that belonged to one of the gangsters. All right.
Oh.
Now, like I said, 1965, they tore the building down because this story kept bringing a lot of people that were interested coming into this area, bringing a lot of attention, so they tore it down. Okay. As I said, the bricks are in a museum in Las Vegas. Reconstructed. Each bullet is identified. Okay. Now, as far as the hauntings that go here, there are quite a few. A lot of people in this building claim to hear a dog barking. That is not there. They also see 4 men, 2 dressed like cops, 2 dressed. in trench coats and hats, loitering in the area, and they disappeared.
Not a man.
Now, the most recent story was of two teenagers walking in the alleyway here, and they came
I
to this
just saw
little,
a shadow
parking
something.
lot, and all of a sudden they
Over
saw
there.
two stained red blood stains. Shrieked and saw them. So I looked back and it was gone. Okay. There's also imprints of bodies along this side. This is where the brick wall faced, where these cars are here. Imprints of bodies in the snow as well. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the conclusion of this tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask.
Okay.
I wish I could let you have the EMF and you could just walk around and
Yeah, that's okay. It's private
yeah.
property, so
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry about that.
The,
okay.
It's the only thing I just want to saw a shadow figure.
Well,
might be.
people do reside in there, Tyler,
Yeah,
so some
yeah.
actual people can be walking around, just so you know. Lights around and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
My manager's brave enough to get a collection of all of those stories from a lot of people.
Let's see something.
Alright, guys.
Hey guys, that was fun on Friday. The ghost tour. I wish I could go there again because that was really fun. Like you saw like the whole video, like literally I think it's almost an hour long maybe. Like maybe if I'm not that hard. Like and also guys, guess what I got from the ghost tour? He will be on every video now. Do it. Welcome to welcome. I don't think a name for it. I'm gonna call it. That's Booster. I call it Ghostly. Welcome to Ghostly. You will be this will be on the new, will be every video now. Why now put like Ghostly here? Well let me think of something. Oh, I can put like on the box right here. But let's forget it. Let's just forget it. I know it's not a good spot. Billy's here. It's like over, like there or something. Oops. Like right over here or something. But when I get back, after I want to find a spot for Ghostly to like be able to see it. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please make a like for the ghost tour, and I will see you. I hope we could do it again. Well, guys, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Kid here. Boom.